Let me make sure the sound works. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. It works. Okay. Well, you know what? I need one thing. I forgot that I had mediums, gloss and iridescent, which is nice. I have an idea for that. Okay. I have an idea for something, and hopefully it will go well. Hopefully it will go well. If there's no one in the chat, I'm going to listen to music. I'll post the link so you can join me in my music listening. I won't play music while I am doing this because I shouldn't. That's okay, I think. Vitablex? I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? I'm just figuring out what playlist I want to listen to. But I have this idea for what I want to do. Yeah, long time no see. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm gonna post the music that I'm listening to. I can't play music out here. I'm good. Just been getting settled into a new house in Arizona. Nice. I used to live in Arizona. You gotta be careful of poisonous creatures, like a lot of them. I mean, I'm not gonna ask where in Arizona, but I've lived and been all over in Arizona, so I'm familiar with that state. I'm just setting up my music. Scorpions. Yep, that's true. Scorpions are the worst. There's like scorpions, rattlesnakes, tarantulas, Gila monsters. What other snakes that are poisonous? And the thing is about the scorpions is that there's so many different kinds, and then there's like the centipedes and just a lot of different creatures that are poisonous. It's just no bueno. Ew, Gila monsters. I know that's right. About them bull snakes. The snakes are the snakes that eat rattlesnakes. Millipedes are fun, but not centipedes. Millipedes look like giant roly-polies. Like, you know how like a limo, like a limo looks like a version of a vehicle that's stretched? Like a millipede looks like a roly-poly that's stretched. Oversized. Yeah. I'm skilled enough to spot bad things. Yeah, dude, you know how you be skilled? You don't wear open-toed shoes. You just wear boots all the time. And you don't use your hands, like, to pick up anything. Just bending over at all to pick up something with your hands is just a bad idea. Just go ahead and wear boots and kick things over with your feet. I wear shoes all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Right. Oh my god, I had so many pet praying mantises. Like, they were my friends. And like dragonflies and toads. Dragonflies and toads and praying mantises and yeah, it's pretty much those are my friends. We hung out. It was cool, you know. Dude, I had one that got pregnant and like had little ones. Like, they're so rad. Like when you feed them, they're so cool. They just like hold on, and they just and whatever they're eating is like alive, and they just start eating it while it's still alive, and it's just like, that is wild. Like, whew. Okay. Thanks for talking to me. I normally don't have anybody talk to me while I'm painting. They actually respond to a screen with bugs too. They do? Oh, they are so cool. Like, I know people don't like bugs, and I typically don't like bugs, but like, their faces to me are so cute. I don't, their big eyes, and like, they're responsive. They are responsive. Like, that's, they're so cool, and they'll recognize you. Like, they're like, oh, it's just a bug. Like, I'd be holding it and hanging out with it and talking with it and stuff, and like, somebody come around like, oh, it's just a bug, like, let me hold it. And then I try to like give it to him, and like, it would look over at me like, excuse me, and then it would start attacking that person, and then they're like, ew, and then they drop it or whatever, and I pick it up, and it recognizes me, and then it gets all calm and stuff. Like, dude, they're like, have some level of awesome intelligence. I don't know, they're cool. I know, right? They're always observing, like, taking in everything. So cute. Oh my god. Like, I'm such a nature nerd, I think. I love nature. I grew up so many years of my life and my childhood in the wilderness. So, like, when I lived in Arizona, like, I didn't live in a town or a city. I lived in the middle of the wilderness, like, in a trailer, in a little, not a trailer like a trailer park, like, and not as big as an RV, but like a little camper. So I lived off the land. Like, I slept in a little thing, like on a little bunk bed, but I lived outside like all the time. So I have, or at least when I was in Arizona. Cedarwood oil? Nice. I know that you can find those things anywhere. Like, that's the thing when you live in Arizona. You don't just like, oh, I gotta, like, when you're going to go somewhere, you don't just like put your shoes on. You grab your shoes and you hit them upside down, and you like check and make sure there's nothing inside of your shoes before you put them on, because snakes love shoes. Spiders love shoes, scorpions love shoes, like, all kind of things love to just crawl up in there because it's nice and dark and musty. Well, like, but everywhere else, like, people don't even know what that's like to live like that, to where it's like, oh, no, you don't just put your shoes on. Like, that's like a bad idea, especially if your shoes are close to the door. Like, no. Yep. Always stomp on my shoes before I put them on. Yeah, dude, like, there could be anything in there. Sounds like camping. Yeah, camping for a living. Like, as that is life. That is way of life. Like, yeah, I lived life like that for most of my childhood. So I know a lot about nature. So I'm just like a nature nerd. I love that. I love it. I'm a wild human. I'm just now learning how to be like, what is that called? Domesticated? I don't know how well I'm doing. Society is terrifying. Nature makes sense. Like, everything makes sense there. But society is just like, I don't know. I don't know how well I'm doing. I'm doing my best, though. Like, when I try to just, like, talk to civilized people, most of the time they don't look at me like I'm civilized, because I apparently don't sound like it. Nature is the law that only the strong survive. Well, I've got that descriptive word in spades, I think. But being strong in nature, like, means nothing in society. It doesn't translate well. Aw, thank you. No, you're so kind. Oh, now I'm blushing. Okay, I'm trying to decide what brushes that I want to use for this. Yeah, those snobby city lovers. I mean, but some people were like, you know, that's all they know. Like, they're born and raised in the city. Not me. Most of my childhood, I didn't even have running water or electricity, you know, or a TV or anything like that. I just, you know, you go to bed when the sun goes down and you wake up when the sun comes up, you know, like everything else. Because you don't want to be awake when the stuff that comes out when the sun goes down, you don't want to be awake and hang out with those guys. They're ferocious. I'm not talking in cities, I'm talking in nature. So, yeah, so I'm gonna work on this idea that I have, as best I can, I guess. I need to practice trees, I know that. Excuse me. Okay. I prefer a mix of both, honestly, because the breakdown of society is tragic. Nature is less tragic, and as it always stays the same. It does always stay the same. Like, but in nature, you gotta be quiet, you know? Because you gotta listen. Because you just have, like, a heightened sense of well, heightened senses, and you can hear so much because you're listening. You can hear when something big is coming your way. You can hear if the, you know, birds are alerting you that there's danger nearby. You can hear a lot. You can smell even when something, you know, because certain things smell a certain way, so. But in society, it's not really like that. You use your eyes most of the time. It's just like, I mean, listening, yeah, but there's so much sound and it's so loud. It's just different. It's completely different. But if society completely breaks down to nothing, like, I'm good. Okay. Nature has its own song and tune. That's such a good way of putting it. I feel safe in nature. I feel safer in living in the wilderness, like in a tree, than I do, like, in society in a building. Isn't that so weird? No, I just put water on it. I want the what I'm going for, I just need it a little bit wet, but I don't want to wet every single stroke from these brushes, so, yeah. So I just want it a little bit on the canvas itself, just be a little bit wet. Acrylic. What medium? Vitaflex says, what medium are you using? Acrylic. And I'm not putting any of these mediums on it. I have gloss and I have iridescent, but I don't want to use those right now. Nice. Thank you for talking to me while I'm doing this. Yeah. See, I also, the other nature that wilderness that I grew up in is, like the mountains. Of course, you're easy to talk to. Aw, thanks. Thank you for saying that. That's so kind. The other nature wilderness that I grew up in is like the mountains, the Pacific Northwest, where there's totally different kind of animals, you know, like bears and wolves. Dude, coyotes are in Arizona and they're up in the Pacific Northwest, so coyotes are just everywhere. But bears, wolves, mountain lions, moose are extremely territorial and can be very angry and aggressive. One time, like, I was like a little kid. I was 5. I think I was 5. And we were in a little Toyota Corolla, and we were coming down the mountain. We were coming down the mountain to go to a different town, you know, where we lived. And on the way down, a moose stepped onto the road and just stood there and just like would not move. And then like, so then we slowed down because we're like, oh my god, a moose. And it's like 13 feet tall. Mountains are so beautiful. I love wolves. Yeah, man, like wolves are pretty. They're ferocious if they're hungry. But this moose, like, stepped with this huge rack, right? Like, just stepped onto the road and just stood there. So us in our little Toyota Corolla had to, like, stop, okay? So then we just stop, and this moose just just stares straight at us with, and so then our headlights are looking right at the moose, and so it's just pitch black everywhere. You know, you got the mountain like on this side, and you got the drop-off cliff going down that side. So it's a road that goes around the mountain, you know. And my spirit animal is a wolf. That's awesome. Yeah, the moose get really big up here. Like Canadian moose, you know, they're huge. But so the headlights are like looking at the moose. And the moose is looking at us and isn't like walking away. It's just staring. And then it like puts its head down like, you know, like a bull does when it's about to charge. And it charged right at the vehicle. And so we all had to be like, what the? And it went, and it climbed up over the car. And so it was like, dunk, 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 like its hooves on the top. And then it went to the back. And then we all had to like duck our heads because it used its back legs, and you know, like a horse, when a horse kicks its back legs, it does the same kind of thing, like, and it kicked the whole back window, just shattered it, and then like got back on top of the car and just like came at the side and hit it, and basically it just beat the crap out of the car, and we're all like in it, and it just made it really, you really realize how big and strong a moose is, and how much a vehicle is just like a tin can. So we waited for the moose to just be like done letting its aggression out. And it totaled the vehicle, and it busted off one of its antlers. So that was interesting, but we couldn't get out of the car because it just stood there. It just stared us down and wouldn't let us get out. So we had to wait till like rangers came to try to like to get us out of the vehicle, and then like have a tow truck come and try to get the vehicle. And we all get out, so like these ranger trucks are there, these red trucks, right? And then so we get out of the vehicle to go into their vehicle, and you just look at this moose, and the headlights are still on, or at least they're kind of working, and they're just beaming right onto this moose, and this moose is missing an entire antler, and it's just staring, just these big eyes, like, and it just pitch black behind it. It's like freaking movie, yo. It's insane. So yeah, that moose can be very dangerous if you're on their, like, or in their territory, or if they're just mad. If they're just like, you know what, I'm having a bad day and I'm gonna take it out on you. So always be careful with moose. So now it can't compete with other males, haha. That's true. That's true. Let's see, what else am I gonna do then? That's true. It's like moose are like, I don't know, they're just interesting. Yeah, buffalo. Ooh. And they are aggressive. They're, yeah, like, yeah, they're both, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Buffalo are like bulls. Well, the males are bulls. So they got a lot of power, and they can run really 65 miles per hour, some crap like that. It's like an insane amount of speed that they can. It's wow. If I'm correct on 65 miles per hour, I think I am. I might not be, but I might be. Buffalo or bison or whatever. Okay. Now. I'm thinking what I want to do. Some people wanted a close-up picture. Well, they got a full head. Ooh, like of a buffalo? What were they at Yellowstone National Park or something? You gotta be careful with that. For realsies. For realsies, it's no fun. Some dummies in Yellowstone. Hence why women live longer than men. Yeah. But it's the same thing in nature. The females live longer than the males because, well, the males are like, you know, competing with other males or whatever. Or protecting, you know. Yeah, the male's always fighting off other males, lol. No monogamy. There is in nature. Wolves. Wolves mate for life. Penguins mate for life. Eagles mate for life. There is plenty of monogamy in nature. There's actually a lot of different birds do. That's really cool. Okay. Other than that, what to do? I want to do a mix of clouds, like some cirrocumulus as well as cumulus. Right now I'm focusing on like the sky, but I'm wanting this painting to last me for a few weeks because I want to finish it right around Halloween. So the full thing will be complete right before Halloween. You want me to do, wait, nimbus clouds or cumulonimbus clouds? A giant cumulonimbus cloud and like make a big, you know, storm scene. Are you talking about Nimbus from Dragon Ball Z, you know? Haha, Nimbus clouds. Wait, storms are fun. Dude, Vitablex, like, thank you for hanging out with me. Like, how long have you been... I'm just trying to think. When we met was that about a year ago? Or close to it? I can't remember. Did you catch me on my gaming stream? Is that where we met? Or was it on the painting streams? I remember having good conversation with you before, too. Like, this isn't the first time that we've had good combo. Marvel, yes, gaming stream. Marvel DC. Like back in February, I think. Awesome! Dude, so after February, I took a break from gaming at all. And so, I just came back to streaming just recently. Like in August, so. Thanks for hanging out with me! And welcome back. Yeah, I'm still doing DC Universe Online on Saturdays. So I'll be there tomorrow night. Okay. Now, I need to do a little bit of... I'm still, you know, argumentative. Thing if you want to chat offline, it's cool too. I'm up for a cool friend. Actually, like my streams that I do, so I do painting. Well, I try to do painting every Friday night, and then on Saturday nights I do my super buddies. But like that's pretty much my social. That's when I have time to be social. At any time. So you are catching me in my most social form. Otherwise, I'm a full-time student working on my master's degree program and in cybersecurity, and I'm a mommy, so I'm social. I gotta work it in my schedule. The rest of the week is pretty much for studying, so. I could use some helpful nature and painting tips. I don't, painting, it's all new to me. Like, this is something I've wanted to do my whole life, and so I'm finally able to do it, and it's just like, I'm so happy. I feel like I have too much paint on here. That's cool. Yep, I've worked in cyber and IT for 4 years. That's amazing. One big thing people want is your security, or CISSP. Security Plus. Is that a software program or something, or is that like a security software or certification or something? I literally just started this in September, so it's definitely all new to me. Okay. It's a certificate. Okay. Both of those are. I have a bachelor's degree in MIS. What's MIS? Something information systems? Military information system? I have a bachelor's in software engineering. So that's pretty general. I thought I'd just be, pretty general to just start out with, just, because management information systems. Okay, cool. That's freaking awesome. Dude, that's freaking awesome. I work for the DoD field. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Fun. Fun times. Wait, so is that a GS job? Because those are, what do you call it? Competitive. Engineers are always in need. Of course. Gotta keep up. I want it darker. It's a government contractor job, which, oh, okay, yeah. Yep. Government contractor, yep. So it's not a GS job, it's a contractor job, which is a little bit different. Well, I mean, I was in the Army, so, and I had a secret security clearance, so I worked with a lot of different software programs. I created my own programs because I needed a program that was offline to keep track of all of that data, so, but that was before I had a degree or anything. I just did that because it's like, I need something. It's not there. Why? Your guys is bad? Okay, well, I'm gonna, build something so that your guys is bad doesn't happen again, and I don't have to come ask you for that. I'll do it myself. Thank you. My company is giving 40,000 bonuses for some engineers. I know, right? I'm glad you understand. But even my background had to be cleared for somebody else's top secret security clearance. So, and that was before I even got mine. And then it lasts only like, what, 3 or 5 years, and then you have to re-up. Yeah. At least you get to wear civilian clothes. Yep, exactly. It's like, are you still okay? Like, did you get any new tattoos? Oh, okay, so here you go. Here's your clearance. It's fun helping the weapon systems. Yay! Are those embedded systems? I was just educating myself on embedded systems, and the difference between that and like a distributed environment. And basically the programming is, the languages might be the same. Actually, they're a lot different, but that Linux is how to build those embedded systems. So like, it's very interesting, very, very fascinating. But for a weapon system, I would assume that'd be an embedded system then. And that would require programming. I'm thinking like what, like the Crow, like the Crow system. Just wish I could see them live test. Hey, you know? Yes, those are all over. Linux is still very relevant. I'm working on learning Linux better. Linux. Ah! Like, I'm not a... That's like the worst grade I got in my entire degree was Linux. Like, I'm still disappointed in myself. I'm so disappointed in myself, I'm avoiding it. I'm avoiding Linux. I just don't even want to. I can't even look at it. Can't even. I don't care about Raspberry Pi. I don't need pie. I'll eat cookies. I feel the same. My son and daughter make up words and they're like, I love you, Kali mommy, and I'm like, I'm trying not to be offended. I don't care about that. They don't even know what that is. Haha, I feel the same. I try to avoid Linux like the plague, so do I! No offense, kids are way honest. I don't care about Kali Linux or Kali Mommy or anything. Just leave me alone. I'll use BIOS and MS-DOS. Like, get out of here. Give me MS-DOS and kernel or give me death. I don't... Linux! I don't want to hear it. No, but seriously, there are people that just love it so much, and I'm like, who are you and what planet are you from? Why are you here? You're here to make embedded systems. Okay, I get it. I'm glad I'm not the only one that tries to stay away from Raspberry Pi or anything in that general area of life. No pie for me, thanks. I'll stick with cookies. Gotta get running. It was great chat. Thank you for a nice evening of good chat and a paint tutorial. Oh, thank you for hanging out with me. Just a thought, a cool sea under clouds would be awesome. Yeah, I'm wanting to do some water right here. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it, but no pie for me, haha. Have a wonderful evening, Vitablex. Peace be with you. Aw, thank you. Have a wonderful night. May peace and love guide you. Thank you. don't know how I want to do this. You know what? Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do tonight. I will figure out exactly, because I'm like, I want to do this and I want to do this. Can I incorporate both? I don't know. So I'm gonna give myself a week to think about it. Okay. I think that's all I have for this evening. May peace be with you. Good night.